Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
What's going on, y'all? It's your host, Will, coming back for a new episode of the HuntStand podcast. On today's episode, we are going to be announcing something special that Alps Outdoorz has been working on for quite some time now. They've been working on a new pack system that's called the Elite Pack System. And so I'm not going to go too far into detail, and that's why I got two fellas, Zach and Joe from Alps Outdoorz, to come on, and they're specifically from the product design team, and they're going to talk to us about what this new pack system is, what it can do for you, what the purpose is, and just dive into some more things about the new Elite Pack System from Alps Outdoorz. They're releasing it today. That's August 15th, and so we're excited about this pack. I've got the pack myself in my hands. I've been training with it this summer. Can't wait to head up into the mountains with it, chasing after some elk this September, and just going to be doing some other things, so I can't wait to put it to the test, put it through the ringer. Excited about that. So nonetheless, got Zach and Joe on here to talk about that. And again, y'all, we just want to thank you for tuning in to the HuntStand podcast. You got a lot of other choices out there. If you haven't yet, make sure you download the HuntStand app today, free version, or make sure that you unlock all the tools and features by upgrading to Pro. You can do that today. You get all 50 states for $30 a year. So you don't want to miss out on that, y'all. Just want to thank you again for tuning into the HuntStand podcast, and we hope you enjoy. Well, gentlemen, y'all ready to get this thing rolling?
I believe so.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, first and foremost, welcome to the HuntStand podcast on this hot summer day.
Thank you.
Well, guys, one of the things I like to do to start each and every one of these podcasts out is I like for the guests to give the listeners kind of a 30-foot tree stand view of who you are and what you do and kind of how you've gotten to where you are now. So, Joe, Zach, doesn't matter who goes first.
So I'm Zach Scheidegger. I've been with Alps now for about 15 years. And I'm on the product development team, and for sure focused on our hunting categories. And I've been doing that pretty much my entire career here. Mm-hmm. So I do have quite a bit of background in that area, but I also try to work with some other products of ours too on the camping side as well. But my focus is without a doubt for sure on the hunting side. I'll let Joe talk a little bit about himself.
My name is Joe Schrader. I've actually only been with Alps I started last April.
Okay.
So most of what I do is work beneath Zach on the outdoor side, definitely focused on our hunting stuff. But yeah, learning from him over the last year has been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. But it's exciting, and a lot of cool things that I've been able to be a part of, and a lot more coming in the future. So it's some exciting stuff.
I like it, guys. I like it. Now, y'all both bow hunters, y'all big time rifle hunters. What's kind of your area of expertise in the hunting world?
I definitely have transitioned from more rifle hunting than bow hunting over, I'll say, the last 5 years. Just a large part of that due, in fact, of my kids being involved in sports and just kind of a lack of time.
Yeah.
but I still have a passion for it. I'm able to, the last few years, as my kids have gotten older too, been able to really get them involved in hunting, both rifle and even now the last year or two into crossbows. So that's kind of that step between, I'd say, the rifle and the vertical bow there, to where hopefully that can be next.
Okay.
But that's a kind of a long way of saying I was in both a lot, but it's definitely been more rifle focused, I'd say, over the last 5 years.
I feel like I know this is getting a little rabbit hole-ish down here, but I feel like bow hunting has been super big, over the past, since probably 2012, 2013, you've just kind of seen this resurgence of it. And I feel like now we're starting to see another big push of rifle hunting coming back into things.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially, I feel like every time you blink and open your eyes, there's a new caliber out there with some new exciting rounds. So,
well, and you've got suppressors now that make it just a little bit nicer too.
Oh yeah.
So
Sure.
Joe, how about you, man?
So it's funny, Zach mentions kind of evolving into, or maybe not necessarily away from archery, but I kind of grew up more turkey hunting focused and rifle hunting where we are from, and I hunt south of where we live. You can basically consider the Ozarks very, very heavy timber, pretty well 100% wooded. You're not seeing any food plots, anything like that. Everything is, you're hunting on rocks in the Ozarks more or less. But when I went to college in Northwest Missouri State, heavily shifted to bow hunting. It wasn't uncommon for me to basically be in a stand 40 plus days straight, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. And I was obsessed with it for sure. But being up there also in that part of the state of Missouri is very, very prominent waterfowl. So I got pretty big into that too in that part of my life around pretty close to 2010, about 2005 to 2010. And then yes, after college, coming back, definitely continued the bow hunting back home. But again, like you had mentioned, I've definitely shifted more into the rifle.
Yeah.
Not completely, but I've definitely found a passion there for sure.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about there for sure.
Now, y'all gonna be heading out west this fall? Anybody got any tags, chasing elk, mule deer, anything?
Yeah, I was able to get a mule deer tag for Idaho, so I'll be headed out there on a rifle hunt mid-October-ish. So I'll for sure be making one trip out there.
Sweet.
Yep.
I struck out so far in Montana, in Montana, but I'm still trying for Idaho for elk.
There you go.
We'll see how that goes on return tags, but yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, I'm 1 for 3. I've got an elk tag, and then I struck out on Kansas whitetail and Montana pronghorn. So
okay,
it'll be a good time though, either way. But sounds like y'all, sounds like y'all are going to be getting to put some of the new gear to the test this fall too. Whenever y'all head out west.
That is absolutely the plan. So,
which is what we're here to talk about. So, I want to talk about some of these new packs, the Elite pack system, some of the new stuff that's going to be dropping here in, it's July 6th, and some of this new stuff is going to be dropping here pretty soon. So, guys, what's coming down the pipeline?
So as you mentioned, the Elite system is something we've been pushing now. I guess we would have released it around the ATA and SHOT Show, just like press release wise. That will be available this fall.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, what it is it's going to be a lightweight modular system, which if you buy a frame, then you can be able to customize this frame with different pack bags. And the first two sizes we've come out with for this year are an 1800 cubic inch and a 3800 cubic inch. And I can tell you that we will be expanding on that next fall already to a larger size. But then in addition to that, we have other accessories that are going to be able to work with this system as well. That should be available fall of 23.
Sweet.
But it's just going to be a system that you can continue to grow with, and you don't have to like start over every time we come out with something new. It's going to be compatible and work together, which is the modularity part of it. So I think the consumer will see the value in these packs and the lightweight, and then just how durable they are. But yeah, that's the just behind the reason for coming up with it. So if people are fans of Alps Outdoorz and have been, and they were a fan of the Extreme series, so basically, if we've gotten feedback about the Extreme packs, and maybe like, I love this, but the butt was always, they're a little heavy.
Yeah.
So we've really been working on this system for every bit of 3 years. I mean, really, it's probably been longer than that. So we've definitely put it to the test. We've been using it ourselves. We've got people out in the field been using it for the last few years. So we know it's proven, and we know it's working well. But that was the inspiration behind why we thought we needed this additional system, was a more weight conscious system.
We're going to interrupt this podcast real quick, y'all, from a word from our sponsors. The HuntStand podcast is brought to you by Browning, makers of fine firearms, gear, and technical clothing. The best there is. Up next, we got Federal Premium in their lineup of Terminal Ascent. Go beyond what you ever thought possible with Federal Premium Terminal Ascent. And finally, Work Sharp Tools. Sharpen every knife you own. All right, y'all, we're going to get back to this episode of the HuntStand podcast. Okay. So, looking at y'all's website right now, the consumer can go on and they can check out the whole Elite system, and the 1800 and the 3800 are available for purchase right now.
Yep. So yeah, we do have our inventory of pieces in now. We will continue to get additional shipments in, and I believe our big one's going to be on the 15th of August is what we're shooting for.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can buy these individual, or you can buy systems already set up. So for example, like we call the frame the Elite frame.
Yep.
Let's say you buy just that from like a pure hauling perspective.
Okay.
And then down the road, you're like, man, I really need this 1800 pack bag. Well, you don't have to buy the frame with the pack bag, so you can then buy the pack bag. And then let's say you're like, I need to do a few day trip. I'm going to need the 3800. Then you can just buy the 3800 pack, but those pack bags will be able to be added to the Elite frame, even though you're only buying the pack bag separately. That the frame is compatible with both sizes. So, but then again, if you're like, I know I want the frame in the 38. Well, that system's already ready to go for you too. You can buy that.
Man, I'm looking. I haven't had the chance to get my hands on some of this, but I'm looking at the frame, and the thing that I really like, and I've run a couple of packs before in the past, is like the frame is just literally, it's the two metal stays and then it's the belt. But the thing I'm loving about y'all's frame right now by looking at it is the modularity behind it. Like I can, if I'm hauling out a couple hindquarters and a head, I've got the frame, and then what y'all have done, looking at this right now is just like the way that I can just basically have the frame with would you just call it the pouches and buckles?
Yeah.
Essentially.
So I think the customer that's going to like this pack and appreciate the weight and the modularity of it's going to know if they've done homework to some of our competitors out there. When you buy their systems, they're gonna charge you extra for waist belt pockets, for rain covers, for lashing straps, for drop down pockets. So we include that with our systems. That's not something you have to purchase separately. However, the things that I just mentioned too are also removable. So you can customize it the way you want. So if you want to drop a few more ounces, you can take some of those those accessories off if you don't think you're going to utilize them.
Or you can take the pack off too, because I mean, like, obviously you can still sandwich the meat between the pack and the frame that y'all have, but a lot of them you can't detach that pack from the frame itself, and that's what I really love about this. Because I'm we were just talking. I'm going out to Colorado, and so if I'm a couple miles in, and let's say one of our guys is down, or I'm in by myself, and I need to try and get out some extra meat, I can drop a pin on where my pack is. I don't have to sandwich it, and I can just carry out the meat on the frame. I love that. I love that.
Yep. So no, we tried to make it as user friendly as possible, but keeping in mind all the different features it has to offer.
I really like what y'all have done, guys. I do. Now it comes in. Let's see. What y'all say this color was? The stone gray.
We call it stone gray. Mm-hmm.
Are y'all going to have it available in any other colors, or just stone gray for right now?
For right now, it's just stone gray.
Okay.
That we're gonna kind of see how that works. We've got a lot of, I think, good feedback with the color, so we do think it's going to do well.
Now on this 3800, I love how y'all have got it to where the whole zipper basically kind of starts from the bottom on two sides. It comes to the top, because there's lots of packs out there that I feel like they're a pain to access the gear that you've got inside. Some of them might have like that single zipper down the middle with like the pouch on top, so you're having to like reach in, or it's just a pain, or it's like it feels like you're just trying to stuff everything in. So I love that y'all have got this zipper on it. So was that part of the reason why y'all decided to do that?
Yeah, so both styles, the 18 and the 38, open the same way, and we basically call it U-shaped style zipper, which basically starts at the bottom of the pack, rotates around the top lid, and comes back down to the other side. And then the idea behind that is when you want to get into it, you can lay that pack down, open up that zipper panel or that door panel, and inside of that panel are mesh compartments, like zippered mesh compartments to keep things organized. And then on the side panels, there are mesh pockets on those as well. So, and the reason behind that is to really keeping weight conscious in mind. We don't have a lot of extra fabric. That mesh is lightweight, but it still allows you to keep things organized and on the walls of the pack, so that makes that cavity stay open for bulky, bigger items. So, but also easy to get to.
I like it. Now, do these come with a gun scabbard, or like a bow holder, so you can strap your bow to the backside?
Yes, they do. Yep. So each model comes with what we refer to it as like a drop down weapon pocket. So yeah, it will fit a bow or gun, and it's a very similar style to a system we've been using throughout the years, and we know it works well. So
okay. So aside from what y'all have on the website right now, and y'all can tell me if y'all want, what else is going to be coming down the pipeline August 15th? Just everything that we've got on the website right now, or y'all have some additional items coming out?
No, what you see on the website is what will be available for the fall. So you'll have the main SKUs are going to be the Elite frame by itself, the Elite frame plus 18, Elite frame plus 38, just the pack bags by themselves. And then we do also have a small size waist belt that you could swap out with, or use if the one that we're supplying for you is a little big. We also, one thing that we include too with our system is additional lashing straps, which is pretty cool, because especially like you mentioned, going out west, and I've been fortunate enough to go out a few times and kill some nice animals, where I'm like, I always have extra lashing straps, because you just always are going to need them. But yeah, we do include a set, and in addition to that too, we will be having some available online to purchase additional pieces if you need them as well.
Okay. So now, as far as the Elite frame set, like y'all kind of got some sitting there on y'all's table. Are there any added features or any features on there that we haven't really touched that you can kind of walk us through on some of these packs real quick?
Yeah, I think the main one for the frame is the adjustable torso, because of the fact where when you do carry heavy loads, you want to make sure that you've got that torso in the right spot. So
yeah,
it is a adjustable.
Yeah,
it's a 6-position adjustable torso. So should be able to accommodate most all
basically all
sizes.
I like that, because I know like with some of the competition that's out there, it's like you have to get measured for your frame and everything, and so this pack's pretty much for anybody.
Yeah, like I said, it accommodates most all torso sizes. But then also too, I'm sure you saw like that padded mesh suspension on the back too, and that's like an open air suspension that just breathes really, really well. In addition to that too, we do have it nice and thick to where there are airways both vertically and one horizontal to kind of be able to keep air movement and prevent sweating, or at least help with breathability.
I like that. Now, what about like a space for, let's say, like a water pouch? Do y'all have that in the packs?
Yep. You can even attach one to the frame if you wanted to. But for sure, the pack bags have a hydration compatible sleeve with, I think they're dual slotted. Yeah, there's one on each side too, so you can run your hose on either side of your shoulder.
Okay.
And yeah, you can fit up to a 3-liter bladder in those.
And then on the belts, y'all have a MOLLE system as well, correct?
Yeah. So that's what's kind of nice too. Like, I was running one last fall, and you only wanted one of the pockets, but I removed the other one and put like a holster on the other side. You can just be able to customize it like that, which is just nice to be able to have that option.
Do y'all have pouches available for that to carry, let's say, like a Nalgene bottle?
We do not.
Okay.
We do have side. Best way to describe them is they're close to like a neoprene sleeve.
Okay.
To where you can slide the Nalgene bottles. They're basically water bottle sleeves on the side of the pack bags.
Gotcha. Man, guys, I'm excited about these packs. I need to get my hands on one before I go out to the Elkwoods this fall.
Yeah, for sure.
These are nice. Now, in terms of some other new items that y'all might have dropping this fall, do y'all have any new whitetail gear that's coming out? Anything that y'all are able to share with us on today's episode?
Yeah, so we have a new waterfowl blind bag coming out. We call the Vault blind bag.
Okay,
it's a pretty slick waterfowl pack. It's a backpack style blind bag, but it has actually a very similar opening style as the Elites that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
and the idea is to kind of hunt with that main zipper open. And then what's kind of nice is it's more of a timber focused bag for sure, but it completely works fine in a blind system too. But when you have that open, and if you're hanging it from a tree, there's a internal shelf about midway down through the cavity of that pack where you can secure it to where you can basically use it as a shelf where you're just sitting gear, shells, whatever you want, your calls or whatever it might be. Or you can drop that middle divider down and it opens up the entire cavity.
I like that.
we've used it both ways because it works really good too to carry mojos out, and because there are slots for the wings for that cavity is a pretty good size. You can fit up to 2 mojos in there. But yeah, and I think I mentioned that was called the Vault blind bag.
Okay.
So
any whitetail gear coming down the line, or?
So we have a new colorway for the Impulse pack. So the Impulse was a brand new pack for us a year ago.
Okay.
And it's done really well. So basically we developed a fabric that we started using. It's a 3-layer fabric called Dead Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And the outer is a fleece, so it's super quiet.
Ooh.
And then the middle layer has a membrane, and then the back is a brushed polyester. So it's a 3-layer fabric, but the outer part is fleece. So anything on the touch is just really quiet. And even the main opening of the pack uses magnets instead of a zipper.
Oh.
So we've tried to eliminate any scenario where you could be trying to utilize the pack but keeping noise to a minimum.
Yeah.
But that was available in Realtree Edge, and now it's available in Realtree and a Coyote Brown.
I like that. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm looking at what y'all have on the website right now. I like that. Heck yeah. So guys, with all this stuff that y'all got coming down the pipe, we've talked a little bit, y'all got even more coming down next year. Mm-hmm. What is the most exciting thing for both of y'all right now looking into the future for Alps Outdoorz?
I'd have to say for sure, me personally, probably the expansion of the elite system. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also excited to try to continue growing the Dead Quiet line as well. That fabric I just mentioned, just because I do think it is so cool. But yeah, those two for me are probably the most exciting, but I'll let Joe speak for himself.
I think Zach and I are definitely on the same page. For me, since I'm somewhat new, I think a lot of the exciting ideas that he throws around or that we come up with together, I think one of the cool parts about, especially like this elite line, I think one of the things that the hunting community might not realize is our mountaineering side has been making packs for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of those proven design ideas, or just some of that mix into his ideas with things has been really, really cool. So seeing a lot of that stuff, but yeah, I think like Zach said, the elite stuff is super exciting. And then sticking with the whitetail, the Dead Quiet stuff is also, there's a lot that we can do there, I think. So we're really excited about that too.
Being on the design side of things, what have you seen being the most challenging part to your job?
Well, over the last 2 or 3 years, I think you can only imagine from logistics standpoint, from just importing in general, but yeah, supply chain issues. But then I guess to get more development focused and less on the boring side of the job, I think a hard thing for me is like almost kind of what we're talking about right now, with new ideas that I want to share now, but I have to wait until the right time to be able to share, because we have to figure bugs out of certain things or use them. And while I completely understand how necessary it is to do that extra work to make sure everything is performing the way it should be, sometimes that's harder for me to just say, hey, let's get this out to people now.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of the more challenging things. But yeah, I feel like every time you just are like, okay, now what else can we do? I feel like our line's getting more completed. I think the more you just dig around, the more you find there's a lot of cool stuff out there that people haven't touched yet. And it's basically a never ending growth where you can always come up with something, even if you don't think there's something there.
Yeah.
But got to challenge yourself, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Absolutely. Joe, how about you, man? What have you kind of seen? Kind of the same line, or what's your thought?
For sure. From again, coming into it, I think building off what Zach said, some of the other parts of the thought process could be, maybe there's a whitetail specific or whitetail focused pack that has done well for us. And then might throw in a new trend like crossbow hunting. So can we maybe alter that somehow, some way? But things like that are always out there as well. But yeah, Zach, his expertise definitely trumps mine on the design side. So,
well, I think what y'all have got going is pretty dang cool. I mean, like I said, just with this elite system, I mean, the modularity y'all have come up with and just the thought that y'all put into it, I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that. Especially, I mean, heck, the biggest part to me is just the modularity with the frame itself, and then being able to add the pack on and not necessarily having to sandwich the meat between a pack and the frame that's there. I can take the pack off, and I've still got the pouch there on the frame that I can stick some meat and head in and get it to the truck. I mean, I love that part of it, the different bags that can be put on it, and y'all have got some other stuff coming down the pipe for 2023 that is going to be even bigger. And it sounds like y'all are adding to the already amazing pack y'all have. So, man, guys, anything we missed on the stuff that y'all have got coming down the pipe for August?
I don't think so. I think we hit the key ones for sure. Actually, there is a new marsh seat in the waterfowl line as well that we'll be coming out with. So it's basically a 360-degree swivel seat without the back.
Okay.
So it kind of builds on those marsh seats that we have currently. So, but yeah, that'll be cool too.
I love it. Well, guys, man, I really appreciate y'all hopping on the podcast with me today just to talk about the new Elite system, the new gear that's going to be coming out, so that way we can get the word out there to all those guys and gals looking for packs before they head out west this fall.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate the time and letting us be able to talk with you today.
All right, y'all, there you go. Another end to the HuntStand podcast. We just want to thank Zach and Joe for coming on, talking about the new announcement for the Elite pack system from Alps Outdoorz. Just thank them for their time and just bringing all this information about the new pack. If you haven't yet, head on over alpsoutdoorz.com. You can see the new pack yourself, order it, check it out. Just want to thank you for tuning in to the HuntStand podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.